In today's video, we're talking about the DCU, which is the new DC universe. No, it's not. It's basically the DC extended universe without Henry Cavill Superman and without Ben Affleck. So it wasn't a soft reboot at all. And the reason why in the new apparent Superman movie, Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, etc. appear is because of better storytelling. You need these characters from the JSA plus Guy Gardner, Green Lantern to tell a better Superman story. And then it breaks that apparently Gal Gadot is actually going to be in the DCU, but Blue Beetle is the first character in the DCU. But Amanda Waller, who appeared in the Black Adam post-credit scene with Black Adam and Superman, and also appeared in both Suicide Squad movies, is also in this new... It's basically not a universe. It's basically the DCEU, but without Henry Cavill and without Ben Affleck Batman. But I'm not actually surprised if this is going to be the case. Why? Because Ben Affleck really wanted to direct a movie for DC Studios. Then he had a meeting with Gunn, and he's like, no. So let's break it down. What is good, YouTube? What's you here? If you're new around, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Kaiju, Monsterverse, Marvel, DC, pop culture-based content that I cover on a daily basis. If you could subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on. What the hell is going on with DC Studios? We can't call it a DCU. We can't call it a DC Extended Universe because it's not even looking like it's actually a new universe at all. What the freaking hell is going on? I don't know, but I know this for sure. Personally, I don't think Zack Snyder or James Gunn should be in charge of running DC Studios ever. They're both directors, they're both producers, etc. Right? Let's get someone to run the studio that actually knows what the freaking hell they're going on about. Being a good director, it's not really relevant to being in charge of the studio. Just look at Feige. And also it comes out that James Gunn has been consulting for Marvel. And all of a sudden Marvel's gone downhill over the last 3 years. Damn. DC Future ain't looking good, lads and ladettes. So, you could check us out on Instagram at Wish You to See a beautiful face by the beautiful face. Check us out on Twitter, aka x.com, which is now called Twitter, x.com. Wish you G. Right, let us know. So some information came out, and we have the James Gunn Defense League coming out, defending James Gunn. Really, it's kind of an interview that's been taken out of context, and the context is missed. Why? Because of the writer's strike, because of the actor's strike. Nah, it's not because of that at all. Basically what happens is sometimes you've probably never interviewed like an actor or anyone like that. But basically, sometimes you do these interviews way ahead of time for when the project gets released. So, yeah, the quote is from Gal Gadot's new movie that's called Heart of a Stone that was recorded back in June because of the writer's strike and the actor's strike. They're not allowed to say anything like new in interviews to promote movies they're in, which literally makes no sense. So, what's happened is a quote's come out from comic.com during an interview with Chris Kellen, I believe his name is. Gal Gadot says that she spoke to James Gunn and Pete Safran, and they are developing a new Wonder Woman 3 together. Okay, Mr. Blue Beetle is the first character in the DCU. The movie doesn't take place in the DCU, but you put a Lex Corp logo in the back of the latest trailer and Ace Chemicals to make everyone think it's connected. So interesting. Like we said in the prologue, Amanda Waller she's already the first character in the DCU. DCU is basically just the DC Extended Universe, but without Batman and Superman. So if this is true, I mean, developing doesn't really mean much. Developing means she could be the producer, she could be the director, she could be involved with the Paradise, Amazon, animated movie, that TV show, animated thing they could be making. Personally, I don't think half these projects I've announced are going to be actually made because, careful spoilers, I don't want to ruin your life, Warner Bros. Discovery is in a lot of debt, which means the money they can potentially give to the DC Studios is less. Yes, I know it comes from investors, but investors ain't going to invest in DC Studios when the last 7 movies have lost money and Barbie has just taken over. The Batman as their biggest movie in the last 10 years. So let's not take the quote out of context. So this is what she actually said when asked. Okay, this was when she was asked about the new Superman and the new Lois. I saw that they were doing different screen tests, but I don't know who got it. But it seemed like everyone was super legit and talented. And like great Gal Gadot says, I'm so happy for them. It's such a huge take on. It's such an exciting beginning of any actor. And I wish whoever got it is going to be the best look to them. Enjoy. I'm kind of reading it, kind of spitballing. You know how we roll on here. So that tells you it's back from June, but that's kind of irrelevant because, as I said, you've never interviewed people before. Sometimes you do the interview way ahead of time. It's like sometimes you watch a movie into the Spideyverse. I've seen that like 3 months before that came out. Yeah, it's just standard practice. It's just people in the public space not knowing what the frickin' hell they're on about. So, as I said, I would not be surprised if this was true. And then people are pulling out quotes saying, well, James Gunn practically confirmed Gal was staying. Nah, he didn't. He didn't really say that. He quoted this. We didn't let Gal go. Ezra's movie is already made. Henry doesn't fit what I have for the Superman movie. But bringing a bunch of random characters in to support it does. I mean, honestly, guys, I really don't have faith in this new universe because it's not a new universe. I think James Gunn is a very talented director, but it ends there. So then he was asked the question. This is going back, 26 weeks ago. I'll overlay the images if I have time. Any word on Gal Gadot? Did you have a meeting with her yet? And by the way, this will be interesting. Let's go. Yes, we met with her weeks ago. None of this actually confirms anything, really. We didn't let her go. Interesting. Okay. So since then, we've had variations of Gal Gadot that have been laughable. Now, is this the new Gal Gadot, the new kind of Wonder Woman again? We had a throwaway ending scene in Shazam 2. We had the most ridiculous, lame scene with Ben Affleck Batman at the start of the Flash movie. So is he just going to make Wonder Woman goofier? I don't know what people are going to say. So we've got a younger Superman, we're going to get an older Batman, and Gal's going to get, I mean, obviously Wonder Woman's over 100 years old in the comics, but the comics does not translate to the big screen. So is this true? I don't know, but realistically, it seems to me that whatever this mandate is, they don't know what they're doing. I know I give James Gunn a lot of stick, but as a critic, I will critique the hell into whatever I want on my own YouTube channel. So if you're going to say hard reboot, don't have any of the characters. Don't do this soft reboot stuff. But to me now, if this is true and if Gal's sticking around, I don't believe she's just going to help develop some stuff for Wonder Woman 3. She's clearly going to star on it based on the information going around. I know quotes can be taken out of context, but James Gunn has said a lot of things misleading in the past. I know people say, oh, it's so nice to have a head of the studio that keeps replying back to people on Twitter or Instagram or Threads that has like 2 followers. So it's not nice. The lad needs to stop talking. Warner Bros. Discovery literally hired someone to take care of press and stuff like this. Why does he keep responding to people? And why hasn't he come out yet? And I could be wrong. Now, if I am wrong, cool story, bro. If I am wrong, I'm wrong. But to me, it seems really off that, you know, the rumor went round saying that James Gunn doesn't like Henry Cavill, and then all of a sudden there's a new Superman, David Korsner, who's going to be the greatest Superman ever because no one's... Oh, wait, people on Twitter did say that. Basing off what? What are people in the Tweetosphere or the Postsphere basing that off? What? Because he looks like him. He looks like Henry Cavill, so... Yeah, you're just sorry because Henry Cavill's not Superman. I think Henry Cavill deserved to get Man of Steel 2, to be fair. And we deserve to get the Ben Affleck movie, for sure. Ben Affleck did not want to direct anything. That's why. So whoever they do cast as the new Batman, it's going to be very weird if Gal Gadot is going to be on the screen with a new Superman and a new Batman. And it's just looking like a train wreck. Like I say, DC Studios don't know what the freaking hell they're doing because you got a director and a producer. Pete Safran, producer. James Gunn, director. He's not a head of a studio. Come at me, bro, down below. He's really not. He's a good director. But did he mess up Marvel, consulting for Marvel? Because it's recently come out that he consulted for Marvel. Did Marvel go downhill when Gunn started consulting for them? We don't know. Because outside of the cosmic stuff with Guardians of the Galaxy, it's looking like maybe he helped take Marvel down. Although I do believe Marvel will come back swinging when we get to Kang's Dynasty, Deadpool 3, the Fantastic Four, etc. It's not looking good for DC. It's really not. And the bad press they're getting from Blue Beetle by not promoting their own movie is looking even worse. Zack Snyder puts an exclusive image out the other day, and he gets more traffic than the actual studio and the actual company, Warner Bros. Pictures, promoting their own movies. So please, David Zaslav, have a backup plan. I'm not saying restore the Snyderverse, but whatever this 10-year plan is, I hate to say it, I don't think there is one. It just looks to me like they're throwing random things out. But Iron Man, yeah, I get it. Marvel didn't have a plan, but Marvel didn't come out and say, yo, we've got a 5-10-year plan and we're going to do it right. And all the video games and all the TV series and all the animated stuff, it's all going to be linked together. Marvel didn't say that. I just think that was said for the studio for Warner Bros. Discovery. So if in the future someone like Comcast wants to buy him out, they can. This is all like PR talk when 10-year plan. Yeah, DC's got a plan. So whoever comes in, you can look at this blueprint. What is the freaking blueprint? Because Blue Beetle's the first character, but is he Amanda Waller? No. Gal Gadot? Oh, but are you saying Gal Gadot Wonder Woman appears later in the new timeline, which realistically, because Amanda Waller's always going to be around, it's not even a new universe, bros. It's really not. Yeah, whoosh, why are you so harsh on James Gunn? I'm not actually being harsh on him. I'm being harsh on what is being said. And it's nothing new. It's really not. Oh, we're going to build up this universe from the ground up. You should have started with a Batman movie. Really. If you want to build up from the ground up, start with a Batman movie, then do a Superman movie. Why start with a Superman movie? Lad's a freaking alien. I've said that so you guys come at me down below. So like always, guys, is Gal back? We don't know. It could be taken out of context. She might just be working on it, developing the story, etc. But on the plus side, no Patty Jenkins working on the Wonder Woman movie, which instantly makes it better. But a lot of people are missing the fact where Gal said Wonder Woman 3 is in development, right? Not the new Wonder Woman, not the rebooted. She said Wonder Woman 3. It would not be called Wonder Woman 3. The same way that this new Superman movie is not being called Man of Steel 2, although if Brainiac shows up, it's pretty much going to be a carbon copy, but it's looking like it's Black Adam 2. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at What'sThew, check us out on Twitter, What'sThewG, and I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.